Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the Paranormal Portal. I'm your host, Brent Thomas, and this is our journey into the strange and wonderful worlds of the paranormal. So hopefully you're all ready to suspend all understanding and embrace the unexplained, the unexplored, and the unexperienced in many cases. Trials of the paranormal. I don't know. I'm just piecing this together right off the top of my head, but great to see you all. Thank you so much for being here. As always, as we dive into another episode, another Friday night episode. It's not just a normal episode. It's a Friday episode, which makes it extra special, I think, for all of us, just because it's the weekend. And correct me if I'm wrong, but is it not Super Bowl weekend? Is it not time to be thoroughly entertained by the folly of a bunch of millionaires throwing a ball around? Is it not time to watch them earn their keep? Well, anyway, to whatever team you're backing, if you're backing a team at all, I wish you the best. I hope you have a great weekend and have fun and enjoy it, being close to those people that you like, and stay the hell away from those people that piss you off. I think that's a good rule of thumb. I think it is Super Bowl weekend. I don't really watch football. I don't even watch TV, honestly. I'm just in the studio all the time, which is fine. I love my life and I'm not complaining, but it's just, I kind of miss that feeling of like, and for me, it was always like ghost shows and whatever, just whatever show I was into at the time. I'd get done working for the week or whatever, and then okay, it's Friday, this is on, and I just jump into a couch mode with the remotes and surround sound and just enjoy my night. And I like those, okay, but I have a lot more fun now, in a different way, because I think we're building something here with the portal, and I love the excitement and energy and camaraderie and family that we've created here. So thank you. A Nerdy Dude Gaming over on Twitch. How you doing? Says, I purchased Lord of the Rings extended trilogy the other day, and I just found out it'll take 12 hours to finish them all. Wow. That's some extended versions. I wonder what they extended them with. Did you get to watch them eat lunch and stuff too? That's a lot of material that obviously wasn't in the theatrical versions, but hopefully they're great. Hopefully you have a good time with that. Brent isn't showing live on my TV tonight. I'm not. I'm live. I think everything's live and ongoing. Yeah. I'm broadcasting you're watching on YouTube. The radar is not on. You're absolutely right, Deborah Neighbors. Thank you. Deborah Neighbors and Rachel, you guys are always on top of that. And several others of you as well. Thank you for that. It's the 6th. How can it be the 6th already? Is that even possible? Let's get it started so we understand if the spirits are moving with us. 2026. There we go. The ghost radar is now beginning to function. And that's the thing right over here. That box in the corner is the ghost radar. It also includes a ghost database. Not ghost database, a word database. And sometimes it's surprising how relevant those words are that it spits out. Most of the times it's bizarre and maybe has a meaning, but I don't catch it usually as I'm doing everything that I do during these live shows. But that's why all of you guys are out there. I know BJ's offered a lot of translations to what the messages could mean, and I appreciate that. I do. Oh, look at Hello Friend. Woo! Hello Friend, you membered. I appreciate it. I don't know why I'm not live on your smart TV. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe because I'm not smart enough. I'm just saying it could be. Could be something like that. You just never know. But in any case, we're as live as we can be. And I'm excited to be here with you guys. And I hope you're excited to be here as well. Thanks for giving me purpose and meaning. We got a lot to get to. Sheldon will be along as soon as he can be. And he will be here. He works on Friday nights and he gets done. He's in the fine state, the embattled state, the controversial state of Minnesota, which is also where I'm from. So he may not, have the easiest time getting back to his house. I don't know, with all the stuff going on there. And I'm not making light of it. I mean, it's obviously very emotionally charged and people are really frothed into a frenzy in Minnesota right now. But, I just know he'll be along when he can be, and he'll be joining us. Hello, Barbara Mora and Car Juice over on the Rumble. Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. And good to see all you guys on the YouTube. I appreciate it. And so far, I think the Nerdy Guy Gaming is the only one over from Twitch, which is fine. Good to see you again, man. I wondered where you went, but glad you're back. How is your night tonight, Brent? It's doing good, Danny. Thank you for asking. I'm doing fine. I actually had a doctor's appointment today, and my doctor is wonderful, just a wonderful person. And I really think, when I have my appointments, like I really have this person's undivided attention, and I'm really happy with the person. But I don't know what happened today, but I went into the room. My appointment was at 12:45, and I got called back to go to the room at about 12:55. So like probably about 10 minutes after. And I got in there, they did the vitals, they did all that, and I'm just sitting, and I'm sitting. And I sat, and I was already kind of tired because I slept kind of crappy last night. Well, every night, but last night as well. And so I'm sitting in there. Hi, Ruthie from Facebook. I'm sitting in the waiting room, or in the actual exam room, and I fell asleep. I fell asleep in there, and I woke up, and I was like, oh, still nobody. And then I was relaxing again. I fell asleep again. I took 2 little naps. And then I looked at my phone and realized I've been in that room for an hour. So I was like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? So apparently it was very busy at the doctor's today. I don't know. I guess there was some patient issues they were dealing with or whatever. And that's fine. I understand. They're working hard and as fast as they can. But, man, I'd never waited that long in a clinic in my life. And that I could take 2 little cat naps and still be waiting a long time. So it was a bit of a disappointment, but I made it through. And the good news is I'm still alive. Turns out I'm doing good. So there we go. Hi, Ivy Ramirez. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And Isaac and Chucky's in the house. Wizard's here. Rachel's here. Sharon Sunshine, Jason Finch, Yeshua, John Temperin, BJ Lapierre is here. Wizard Boone. And all of you guys, who have I missed? I'm just kind of grabbing names as I go. Sharon Sunshine, of course. Tony Jackson's here. And great to have you all here. T-Bone's in the house. And Ruthie's over on Facebook. Nerdy Guy Gaming's at Twitch. And I don't know. We'll maybe do some shout-outs a little later. Hello, friends here. And I just want to shout out a few of them as I see them. Andrew Gnome's Truckin' Express is in the house. Great to see you guys. And remember, after the show, guys, if you're still got a hankering for more paranormal, then jump over to Spaced Out Radio on YouTube and check out Dave Scott. He'll be doing it. He'll be doing his thing always after the portal at 9 p.m. So head over to his channel and catch it out. Check it out. Catch it out. I don't know. I sometimes make up language, but I'm glad you guys are so far pretty fluent in me. So that's good. What did I say? I saw another name pop up. The Unknown is here. Good to see you here, brother. Thanks for coming in. So anyway, that's what we got. We're obviously going to get to the news because the news needs to be gotten to. There it is. Almost had it. Damn it. There it goes. I don't know. I'm just a little sketchy here, I guess. But anyway, I got some news lined up for you. I got 3 articles to get to. We're going to get to something else and then something else and then some other stuff. And then we're going to get to what the hell is that? And then we're going to get to the cryptid corner and then we're going to see where we're at because that's probably the whole show as it works out. So it's all on the lineup tonight. We'll just have fun. Remember, these shows they're unscripted, unrehearsed, unpracticed, unprofessional, probably a lot. but we like to have a lot of fun, and you guys are a big part of the show. If any of you guys have questions that you want to just ask, like even if, if a topic comes up and you're like, hey, wait, I got this question about this topic, just put it in the chat in capital letters. I will do my best to field any questions I can. And by all means, remember, there's no experts. There's nobody's got this stuff all nailed. We're just doing the best we can, but I got some ideas, and maybe they will help make sense of stuff that you're wondering about, but at least we can talk about it. So don't ever be afraid to ask questions in the chat. You guys are always a part of the show. You're not just here watching me. You are a part of this journey. So please feel free. Sorry about that. Got better. That was some kind of a rustic English accent. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I got a hankering for some news. Anybody got a hankering for some da news? Anyone? Because it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Paranormal Portal da news. It's time for da news. Ladies and gentlemen, the news.
All the news you love, from the wild to the weird to the fascinating or interesting, with your host Brent Thomas.
Buttons, more buttons, and buttons and buttons. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paranormal Portal News, and this is a fun part of the show. It leads into every show. It's the top end, the first part of our journey into the portal. And it's sometimes the news is actually paranormal related, like it deals with ghosts, UFOs, strange phenomena, cryptozoology, etc. Sometimes it's just bizarre or interesting or funny or whatever. And there's no definite criteria other than I don't get political. I don't get into all those really emotionally charged topics, because I don't want that crap here. That's not the theme of my show. So we'll get to the news here. And remember, I utilize a lot of different sites in this whole broadcast. And I just implore you guys, please support these sites. They are so incredibly well done. These guys that are running these sites are doing it better than anyone else. And I'm talking about unexplained-mysteries.com, which is the site I rely heavily on for the news. I'm talking about SasquatchChronicles.com, not just the podcast, but .com. Wes does an amazing job putting up his site. I got visited. Allegedly. And I'm talking about Phantoms and Monsters. I'm talking about Thought Catalog or Ranker or any other number of sites that we use. I will always tell you where these stories are coming from and where you can find them. So please go visit these sites, because there's so much more they all offer, and they are incredibly well done. So the reason I send you try to promote them, not only as a big tip of the hat to all the work they're doing, but I want you guys to go visit them, give them your traffic, because traffic does equal revenue, and keep these sites online. So help them out. Go visit them. Give them your love. They are amazing. The best ever. At least the ones I found. If you guys find a great site out there full of paranormal topics and things we can discuss, send them to me via email at paranormalportalradio@gmail.com. I'd love to see it and check them out. So hi, Shell Bell. Good to see you. Carol Pack's in the house as well. Good to have you here. Amanda's Crazy Life Channel is here. Good to have you as well. And that's the new names I'm seeing so far. So we'll just keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to our first article tonight. This is coming from unexplained-mysteries.com. I don't know if you guys have heard some of the scuttlebutt about this. This is what's going on. And it's a busy night here in the studio. A lot of traffic. I see nothing. Feels a little chilly in here though, but it could be the spiritual energy, or could just be it's winter. I don't know. I'm not sure which it is. There's no heater vents in this whole room, so it gets chilly pretty quick. But it feels especially chilly, especially. So anyway, let's get to it and find out what's topics tonight. This one, again, this story's been going around. It's completely unvetted or unverified, and it's a lot of probably speculative garbage, but this is what's out there. People are talking about it, so I'm going to talk to you about it here on the news. And I'm speaking of Unexplained-mysteries.com brings us the extraterrestrial files. Apparently, Trump is rumored to be making alien disclosure speech on July the 8th. Why the 8th? I don't know. If there's truth to that, is there something coming up in the summer of 26 that will need to be kind of vetted on? I don't know. Let's see what it says. It says, the whispers of a disclosure speech on the anniversary of the Roswell incident have been doing the rounds online. According to reports, the rumor comes courtesy of UK filmmaker Mark Christopher Lee, a writer and director of recent documentary The Rendlesham UFO, The British Roswell. Lee claims that he was contacted by an insider from Trump's administration who told him that Trump had already prepared a speech confirming the existence of intelligent extraterrestrial life. Initially, the speech was to be given during a United Nations address at some point later this year, but this was then changed to July 8th to coincide with the anniversary of the Roswell incident. According to the insider, Trump had been adamant that the speech should be associated with the infamous incident which saw an alleged alien spacecraft crash on the ranch outside of Roswell, New Mexico in 1947 because of its symbolic association with the UFO phenomena. It's not just symbolic. It's the UFO phenomena. It's not just symbology. The speech would allegedly confirm that an extraterrestrial craft had indeed been retrieved and the alien bodies had been found at the crash site, and that such programs had been ongoing for decades. Unsurprisingly, Lee's claim has been met with a significant degree of skepticism, with many arguing that rumors of such a speech are likely to be nonsense and that nothing at all will happen on July 8th. It's certainly true that alleged disclosure events have been rumored for years, and nothing has ever come of any of them. And there's also a great deal of controversy surrounding the Roswell incident itself, and whether or not the alleged alien spacecraft was little more than a failed classified balloon experiment. I doubt that a lot. But anyway, if so, then what is rumored to be Trump's speech? What is rumored to be in Trump's speech wouldn't make much sense. Ultimately, we may have to wait until July 8th to find out for sure. You know what'll happen on July 8th? Nothing. Probably nothing. I mean, why the hell, if there was, let's say there was some grand disclosure event, do you think they're just going to arbitrarily make phone calls to people and just say, yeah, we want to know what you think about aliens because Trump wants to make an announcement? They're not going to just vet that around blindly to any person that might be involved in some of this. I just can't imagine that would be the case. So they're still waiting for the Doge checks. Yeah, maybe. I'm waiting for one. I'd like one. Go ahead. Doge checks can come on in. But anyway, there it is. I think it's another don't trust UK news. They get terribly creative. Yeah, that's probably true. Was that what that was from the UK? I know the guy was rumor comes courtesy of UK filmmaker Mark Christopher Lee. Where did he have is this interview something from the UK news? Probably. I mean, I read them with you, but sometimes I'm thinking about other things as I'm reading. I'm not paying as much attention as I should. So if I mention the UK news, that would be interesting. But maybe, I don't know. I suppose any news right now is probably pretty questionable, except this one. You are in the right place. You are in the home of truth and justice. And happy thoughts and pleasant dreams. I don't know. But there it is. That's the first article, first story. I'm not going to hold my breath. I don't think any announcement's going to come July 8th or any other time in any of the near future, unless a mothership just pops right on my lawn. And then I can expect a big press release about it. Right here on the news. There it is. I don't know. Interesting story. It's a lot of, I don't know. These things always happen. Somebody's trying to get 5 minutes of attention. And so they release these extraordinary claims. But I don't think if there was some sort of huge disclosure event, they're just going to be vetting that blindly to a bunch of contacts and knowing that somebody's going to do exactly this. So why? Anyway, there you go. That's the first story of the night. You might not have known that before. You might have already knew it, but you know it again, and you know it now. All right, we're going to go to space and astronomy files of unexplained-mystery for the next one. And this one, God, I don't know. Man, they can throw money at a lot of stuff, can't they? God, I mean, just the amount of blind investment is sometimes crazy, and it makes you wonder, well, what if it's just all goes to hell? Then you just threw cash at something. Well, here you go again with another grand idea of investment for at least U.S. tax dollars. Or this may not be that, though, because this is from Elon, I guess. Maybe this is different. Here it is. Maybe this has more to do with Starlink or whatever. But anyway, here's the next article from unexplained-mysteries.com. Space and Astronomy Files. SpaceX proposes orbital data center made up of 1 million satellites. An orbital data center made up of millions of satellites. Sounds like like the internet out surrounding the planet rather than on the surface. Anyway, let's see. It's not too long. We'll read this. Elon Musk's space firm is seeking regulatory approval to develop a satellite constellation of unprecedented scale. If you thought the current array of more than 9,000 satellites that make up SpaceX's Starlink constellation was excessive, this latest endeavor will likely blow your mind. According to reports, the firm is seeking approval from the Federal Communications Commission to set up a new orbital data center comprised of 1 million individual satellites. 1 million. Just saying. Operating at altitudes between 500 and 2,000 kilometers, the satellites would harness solar power to operate much more efficiently than the typical ground-based data center. By directly harnessing near-constant solar power with little operating or maintenance costs, these satellites will achieve transformative cost and energy efficiency while significantly reducing the environmental impact associated with terrestrial data centers. The company wrote, launching a constellation of 1 million satellites that operate as orbital data centers is the first step toward becoming a Kardashev Type 2 civilization. Oh, we're going full Star Trek here, folks. One that can harness the sun's full power while supporting AI-driven applications for billions of people today and ensuring humanity's multi-planetary future among the stars. In other words, the space-based data center will be powering artificial intelligence systems at a scale never seen before. A true feat of space-age engineering and technology. According to SpaceX, it's inevitable that the hosting of AI systems will move off-world. That's extra creepy, though, isn't it? Why does that feel creepy to me? Freed from the constraints of terrestrial deployment and oversight, within a few years, the lowest cost to generate AI compute will be in space. Whether it will get permission to move ahead with the project, however, remains to be seen. Well, there you go. I don't know. It does feel creepy, though, right, Steph? I think so, too. I don't know. Just like, why? Why? What do you need a brain in space for? Exactly. It's like, oh, because you can catch solar energy. Okay. We got sunlight here. Why don't you start here, and if it works out good, then... But man, 1 million satellites? That's like some overlord crap, right? I like Elon. I really do. I think the guy's brilliant, and I've been absolutely just blown away by what he's achieved and how he's rewriting so many different things. Rewriting, I don't know, just progress. And I think that's awesome. But I don't know that throwing 1 million satellites in orbit and having it be some kind of neural network that's solar powered is a good thing. I don't know. What if it goes to hell? What if it goes evil or something? You can't just pull a plug somewhere. You'd have to take care of 1 million satellites. I don't know. It just screams of bad idea to me. But that's maybe because I'm a little hesitant and cautious. But you be the judge. I don't know. That's the take we got, and I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. Just sounds kind of creepy. All right, we're going for the last one, which is another space and astronomy file from unexplained-mysteries.com. And this is the last article of the night. NASA provides major update on Artemis II manned moon mission. Artemis II manned moon mission. That's quite a mouthful. As you may or may not know, there's plans to re-put people on the moon. Like we allegedly did it in the 60s, depending on how you feel about all that. I tend to think we probably did. But then we didn't go back for decades. Like we just decided, been there, done that. I don't know. We should probably already have hotels on the moon, but we don't. And maybe they would. That's the motivation. Is the private sector. Like people want to put, resorts up there or something, which I got to admit would be extra cool. That'd be awesome to go to a moon resort and just hang out for a week. That'd be pretty epic. But anyway, they're making plans to go back, and I guess they figured it out again. All of the different radiation concerns and lost technologies from the 60s that they claim they lost and couldn't go back to the moon because they lost this information. It's like all they did was wrap like cardboard boxes with tinfoil and put them on rockets back in the day. I mean, I'm severely understating what they did do, but it's not like that was incredibly advanced science. And somehow they just couldn't duplicate it anymore. There's a lot of really weird scuttlebutt that kind of went on, when people were asking NASA those questions, and some of the scientists said things like, well, we kind of lost parts of that technology and we can't quite duplicate it again. Like, really? Really? Anyway, a lot of weirdness, but let's check out this article, see what it says. It's not too long. We can do it. The launch of the Space Launch System, or SLS, had been tentatively scheduled for as soon as next week. Those hoping to see the first crew fly around the moon in more than 5 decades this month will unfortunately have to wait a little longer, thanks to a hydrogen propellant leak during pre-launch testing. According to NASA, the issue occurred during a wet dress rehearsal, essentially a full run-through of all the preparatory steps before launch, including fueling the rocket itself. The leak, which was situated between the fueling hose and the rocket, means that the launch has now had to be postponed until next month, so that another wet dress rehearsal can be carried out. Though disappointing, hopefully this will only be a minor and temporary setback. The first manned moon mission to the moon since the Apollo era, Artemis II won't actually land on the surface. That will be the next mission after this one. Instead, the flight will see a crew of 4 astronauts spend over a week in space to test out all the new technology. The astronauts going on the mission will be NASA's Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, and Christina Koch, as well as Jeremy Hansen and the Canadian Space Agency. Oh, Jeremy Hansen of the Canadian Space Agency. Okay, because I thought I thought Jeremy Hansen was the Canadian Space Agency for a second. Like he was it. Does Canada have any rockets at all? I mean, other than like fireworks and bottle rockets. Do they have any like, and I'm not picking on you, Canada. I love you guys. But do you guys have a space program at all? I didn't think so. Which is fine. We'll help you out. We're your buddies. But it's very interesting. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. It'll be happening. It'll be happening. It said they will be the first humans to venture beyond Earth orbit since 1972. They're going at least 5,000 nautical miles, 9,200 kilometers past the moon, which is much higher than previous missions had ever gone, said lead Artemis 2nd flight director Jeff Radigan. If successful, Artemis 2 will pave the way for Artemis 3, the actual manned moon landing, which should take place sometime before the end of the decade. What? Why does it take so long? I mean, really? Like the guys in the 60s went there. 69, right? That's when men allegedly landed on the moon. It's not like there's a lot of unknowns there. We kind of know how this works. Why does it take a full decade to get another rocket with, I don't know, trucks on it and Legos to build places to sleep. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, well, that's the news. I guess I got to be extra double careful. What the hell do I know? I'm just an idiot with a microphone. But this has been the Paranormal Portal News. We got a lot more show to get to, and still no Sheldon. Not sure where that man is, but I'll have to check my messages. No, he hasn't messaged. He's just running behind. But here we go. Let's get back to the rest of the show.
When breaking news happens, Paranormal Portal is there.
It's not looking so good out here, Brent.
Award-winning and most trusted news.
Brent, the thief broke into the donut shop in the middle of the night. Be on the lookout. The man is in his late 60s, heavy set, and wearing some kind of hat.
First, live, local.
Is this a paranormal show? Why am I doing the weather?
This is Paranormal Portal News.
What does he mean, some kind of hat? Some kind of hat? It's not just some kind of hat. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Rolling in deep, folks. All right. T-Bone gifted 5 memberships, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel on YouTube. And who got it? Lisa Marie got one of them. Grace got another one. Where we go one, we go all. Sandy Smith got one. Dakota Hellisit. I don't know how to pronounce that for sure, Dakota, but welcome. And Ricker got one. So congratulations, all 5 of you. You have a 30-day membership to the Paranormal Portal channel. And if you like it, feel free to continue. And if not, thanks so much for giving it a shot. There it is. That's how it works. Woo! 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 There's voices in my head.
Yeah, there is.
Holy Lord.
Now, before you say anything.
Oh, wait. I don't have you on camera yet. Just hold on. Don't even allude to it yet. Don't even do it. I'm just trying to figure out why is that happening. I got to correct something on the layout here because my camera is up there, not with the camera, just a gray box, and I don't want it there. Hide your own video. Yes, there we go. I got it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The one, the only. Let me see if you're framed up here. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Sheldon Thomas.
Before we say anything too rash here, listen.
Okay, let's hear it. Another trimming accident.
This was a choice.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Okay.
My shaver. My hair shaver stopped working, so I had to use my smaller shaver. Okay. Problem with the smaller shaver is those little adjustments of inches and half inches don't fit on it. So it's either really long mat of hair or no hair. So I decided to go with no hair.
Okay, you could have.
And here we are.
Here,
yep.
You're ready to guest host Sasquatch Chronicles at any time.
They'll never be able to tell the difference.
You could be twins. Yeah. You're both handsome devils, so I guess that works. There was a third choice.
No.
It's called Great Clips.
I know. There literally is a Great Clips down the road, but that particular day, I looked in the mirror and said,
"Hang on, we're going in."
That's what quitters do. So I did it myself.
Jesus, you sound just like Wes. It's just like, wow, it's like you're channeling Wes. That's pretty crazy.
That's secret of all bald people is they think the same.
Yep, they do. They just have this iron logic and just go get them attitude. That's cool.
That's right.
All right.
Look at how shiny my head is. I can't get that kind of shine if there's hair there, you know?
That's true. Not even in your sweatiest.
That's right. All these lovely oils make it be shiny.
Yeah. You should just go clean and get one of those razors then and just go right to the skin.
Oh, that short? That might be a bit much. I want people to think I have a hairline.
What is that? Like a 32nd of an inch difference?
Yes.
I mean, you're pretty tight there. It looks good though. You're actually, you and Wes both, and several other people have those heads that can pull off the bald look and look well. Like cousin Paul again, same. He's one of those.
You
guys.
see? Yep. We're in the same boat now.
Yep. You guys are all one of those guys. I think my head's probably too bumpy and crap. I'd look like I don't know. I'd look like a oatmeal raisin pie or something. I don't know. Something.
You're gonna have to go onto Twitch and delete that.
Oh, what is it? Oh, just the spam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens all the time. I don't know. Yeah, it's just. I mean, it looks good. Looks good. I just didn't know you were choosing that from now on, but it works for you actually.
I didn't say for now on.
Well,
let's hold the phone here.
It does look good though. Probably be good in the summertime because you hate the heat anyway. So just got to keep your head from getting sunburned. That would be a brutal thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So now I got to figure out what we're doing for this part of the show because I didn't realize it, but I didn't have anything pulled up, I don't think. Oh, yeah, I do. I do have a couple of things pulled up. I did this one, though. That one I can close, I think. I just got to line this up quick, folks. This is something I did forget to do before the show tonight. I was after waiting an hour at the... I had a doctor's appointment, Sheldon, today, and I had to wait an hour in the exam room. I actually took 2 little naps, and they still didn't come. I'm like, oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Did they forget I'm here? So, anyway. Oh, God, that's creepy as hell. Oh, that's creepy, too.
What?
I'm just looking through different articles of things we could read, but some of them are just not even relevant to the show's theme, so we can't really do that. I'm going to close this one. Here it is. Yeah, I did have one pulled up. This one's kind of fun because, we're always interested in what celebrities think. I think a lot of us shape our entire existence on that, don't we, Sheldon?
Oh, absolutely. I'm just always online being like, man, what does Billie Eilish have to say today?
What should I think now? See if she keeps her house. That'll be the interesting thing. But oh my God, just for a little moment in the camera. But
that's right.
This is an article from Listverse that I think should be kind of fun, and it is interesting. A lot of times, I don't know, these celebrities they can be pretty shake and baked, or sometimes they got really good heads on their shoulders, and sometimes you just don't know. But some of these are apparently our people, because these are a list of 10 celebrities who have admitted to alien encounters, Sheldon. And this comes from Listverse. Listverse.com, ladies and gentlemen, a great site. Another one of those sites that has just something for everybody. So go check out Listverse.com and find list you're interested in. This is one I'm interested in. This was written actually July 8th, 2024, so it was a couple of years ago, by Selma Angulo. And it was actually fact-checked by Darcy Heikkinen. I didn't know they had to fact-checked over there, but that's good. All right, so first up comes a man of musical taste. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about Mr. Post Malone is the first one up. Here's the article, by the way, guys. 10 celebrities who have admitted to alien encounters. And the first one is Post Malone. Did you know that, Sheldon?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah, me either. I was today old, so let's see what it says. There's actually a video. I'll put the link for this article in the chat so you guys can check it out, to check out any of these different things, these different videos that might be embedded in here. It says, Post Malone hasn't had just one alien encounter throughout the years. He's had several.
Whoa.
There's a fruit fly buzzing by my face. Jesus. I love having bananas in the house. He's had several. The recording artist has been around aliens all of his life, at least according to him. When he was a kid, for one, he claimed that he and his cousin were outside one day when they watched an unexplainable light speed off high into the sky. Then, as an adult living in California, he claimed he was in Los Angeles' San Fernando Valley one night when he saw a whole host of aliens overhead. He was standing on his balcony in the suburb of Tarzana at the time when he looked up, and they were right there. There they were. Speaking about it a few years later on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, Post Malone likened the alien cover that night to a force field. He said of the experience, "I used to live in Tarzana, and it looked kind of like," it sounds corny, but like a classic force field. It's kind of like a dome in a circular shape in Tarzana, looking down at the effing city. And I'm like, how did no one see this? But I was there with like effing 4 other people, and they saw it too. Yes, Post, maybe you all really did see that, but the question we must ask is, were you guys all sober? Just wondering. A little cheek at the end of that one. Did you see that, Sheldon?
Jeez, a little bit of a dig in there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jeez, not believing it, huh? Jeez.
No, not a lot of time for Post Malone and his opinions, apparently. But he said
he seems like a humble enough guy that I don't.
Yeah.
At least he seems. I mean, I don't know who he is personally, but he seems like a humble enough guy where he wouldn't just make stuff up for attention. I mean, for God's sake, he's famous already. He doesn't need that.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I mean, he does seem like a neat guy, though. I've seen him interviewed a few times, and at least pieces of his interview, and he's always seems very down to earth. He's played he's done some pretty good acting jobs, too, actually, which is surprising. Guys actually got some chops, I'm just saying.
Yeah. All
right, well, next comes Demi Lovato. How about that, Sheldon? Demi
Lovato.
Yeah, she's kind of all over the map, though. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is with these Disney kids, but man, they come out shake and baked after their Disney careers. They're just, and I'm not trying to bash her. I don't know what she lived through, but man, there's a lot of real broken people that were Disney kids in the past. So
it seems like a pattern. Actually, it's hard to come out of being a Disney kid without having some sort of damage.
Emotional damage. Yeah, you get that. It's not just all Mickey Mouse and amusement rides. You get a full batch of new emotional baggage to take with you after your Disney career, apparently. But so let's read about Demi Lovato, actually. Demi Lovato is such a big believer in aliens that she once made a docuseries about finding them. Oh, yeah, that's right. She did do that, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, she did. That's right.
Yeah.
That was so out of left field when I heard about that. That's right.
Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah. She's even copped to having some of her own personal experiences with the extraterrestrial world. And while we might be a little bit skeptical about Demi's stories, she certainly is adamant about them. Take, for example, what she said to Kelly Clarkson about the time that 3 aliens were in her room watching her sleep. Well, joke's on them, because obviously she wasn't sleeping. Thank you. I'm here all night. She was aware of the whole thing. Extraterrestrials. Anyway, so I woke up in my room, and there were these 3 beings. Lovato told the American Idol alum, okay. Kelly Clarkson, she won American Idol forever ago. So they threw that in there, that she's an American Idol alum. I'm not making fun of the author. Forgive me. I just think it's funny. On her daytime talk show. And then they were like, do you want to see your planet? So they were floating around her bedroom like, hey, want to go for a ride? We got candy. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. So I whooshed out of my room and was hovering over the planet. And then all of a sudden they're like, you want to see our planet? Yeah. This ends with her in a pit with a bucket of lotion coming down. This is like the red flag event for everybody growing up knows. No, you don't do that. It puts the lotion on. And I was like, hell yeah. And then I whooshed to this pink and purple planet that I've never seen. I think that planet was Planet Percocet. Planet Percocet.
Hell.
It's a painkiller. Well, okay, then. Do you believe that? I mean, I'm obviously having a lot of fun with this, but
It's just the way she's wording it. That's the problem.
yeah, it's like, oh hell yeah! You're like meeting these allegedly super intelligent beings, and you're like, well, hell yeah! You want to go see our planet? You know that's right. I'm just being a dick, but I mean, could she have? Sure. I mean, she could have experiences just as well as anyone else, but she is an unlikely character because she's really kind of been all over the map and done some really bizarre things, had some bizarre takes on stuff. So it's hard to know where she's at psychologically. I'm just going to say it. And again, I don't fault her for that. I think that, it's just double tough to grow up as a kid celebrity and become any kind of normal adjusted to the rest of the world after that. I think it just breaks people in a big way. And I'm sure she's a wonderful person. And I think it's cool she's actually interested in this stuff, honestly. And I'm just, just having fun with it. But honestly, is it possible? Sure, it is. It just seems like an odd take. I don't know. But
it's just the way she's recounting the story. It just doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that's how it would happen. If it was going to happen. Yeah. But it's possible, I guess, kind of thing.
It's like, it's got this, the way she tells it has the same energy as like, hey, you want to go to the mall? Hell yeah. I mean,
yeah.
and yet you're in this position where you have the opportunity to look at the planet from out in space and go to see a different planet. You should have a better reaction than, well, hell yeah.
It's exactly. Like it's just almost rubs me the wrong way. Like, it's like, really? Is that how it all happened?
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, it's possible. And again, I don't mean to discredit what she's saying. It could be very real experiences.
It could be.
But it is just kind of a and then I had lunch. Hell yeah.
And everybody clapped.
Yeah. And it's just kind of a dismissive, well, yeah, I saw another planet. Yeah. Hell yeah. Just, I don't know. It just comes across strange to me.
Yeah.
Rachel says, it depends on how many light years away Demi Lovato's broadcasts have reached alien planets. She could have super fans from another world. True. Could be.
Where's Dad's fans? There's got to be at least one alien fan.
They're all in the chat room. That's it. And I love every one of you guys. They're all in the chat rooms watching the streams.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. There you go. But let's go to the next one. Nick Jonas of the Jonas Brothers.
Jonas? What?
Nick Jonas. Yeah. Let's see what he's got to say. Another Disney kid, right? No, he's Nickelodeon or Disney. One of the two. I don't think Nickelodeon does a much better job.
Well, the Jonas Brothers, I think that was Disney.
I think so too, but I'm not sure. Anyway,
yeah.
Let's check it out. The time Nick Jonas saw 3 UFOs. I believe that though. Unlike Demi Lovato.
They start with
that. Nick Jonas was very much not a believer in aliens. When he was growing up, he felt like aliens were a bunch of crap. But that all changed when he was just 14. The seasoned ripened age of 14 changed him.
Whoa.
And hanging out with his hanging out in his backyard one night with his friends. That evening, Nick realized he was seeing something that looked like a UFO. His friends thought it was crap and when he pointed it out, and they kept denying what he was seeing, but Nick persisted, and the experience made him a true believer. Appearing on Seth Meyers' late night show years later, Nick explained himself. I'm on board with believing in the existence of aliens. When I was 14, maybe, I was in my backyard playing basketball with some friends. I looked up in the sky and there was 3 flying saucers, and everyone was like, it's a movie set. And I was convinced it was real. And I looked it up online, and there were 3 identical sightings in other states. So I'm a firm believer in aliens. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I believe he probably saw what he says he saw. Yeah. And his friends probably did think it was some kind of movie thing that, because obviously, the kid's already attached to all the media and stuff. So could be.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I guess that makes sense. I believe it. I believe it.
I believe that.
I believe it. Next up comes Miley.
Miley.
Hannah herself. Another. Look at the list of child actors. This is like, other than Post Malone, everyone else has just been, yep, there's a Disney accident right there.
Yeah, like, oh my God.
Yeah. Like all the other celebs on this list, Miley Cyrus is quite an alien enthusiast. Perhaps second to only Demi Lovato in terms of how much she loves extraterrestrials. The wrecking ball. They call her the wrecking ball.
Jeez.
She'll wreck your life. Has been surprisingly vocal about her UFO experiences. The most notable was when she was on tour and driving through rural California with a friend when a UFO high in the sky supposedly chased the duo down in their car. Speaking to Interview magazine about the experience, Miley said, "The best way to describe it is a flying snowplow. It had this big plow in the front of it and was glowing yellow. I did see it flying, and my friend saw it too. And there were a couple of other cars on the road, and they also stopped to look. So I think what I saw was real." Not ready to leave it alone at that point, Billy Ray, Cyrus's daughter, continued her explanation. "I was shaken for like 5 days. It effed me up. I couldn't really look at the sky the same. I thought they might come back. I didn't feel threatened at all, actually, but I did see a being sitting in front of the flying object, and it looked at me, and we made eye contact, and I think that's what really shook me, looking into the eyes of something that I couldn't quite wrap my head around. Creepy, right? But it's also kind of cool, to be honest. Yeah, I think if you're able to actually see an extraterrestrial, that's pretty cool. I think it make the experience a little more intense, because if you're looking at a mechanization of something like the saucer I saw, it's like, I didn't see somebody staring out the windows. I just saw a saucer, and that was real enough for me. And then I thought, well, they're probably up there looking at me. This is really creepy. I'm going inside. And that was the end of the experience. But if I'd looked up and seen like an alien gray staring at me, I'd been like, oh God, I would have been terrified. I'm pretty sure I would have been. I would have probably dropped a couple of Legos right there. Just the brown Legos.
I think I'd be humbled. Just the fact that moment of eye contact, of like that connection.
Once you know you're okay, then you can get all philosophical about it. But when it's happening and you don't know what the hell they want, I mean, then it's like, what do they want?
It's technically we don't know what they want.
No,
we really
true.
don't.
But there's plenty of stories of all kinds of weird dating experiences. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. People claiming to get probed and all that stuff.
Oh, that's yeah.
That's
true. I don't want.
That was my experience. Is like, I don't think I need probing tonight. I'm going to go to bed.
I don't want to get pregnant.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But will you love me in the morning? No.
No.
All right. Next up is Fran Drescher, and it's kind of a dated reference. She hasn't done anything for a long time, but she used to be on this TV series, The Nanny. It was cute show back in the day, but yeah,
like Nanny 911.
No, The Nanny. She was this kind of like really East Coast kind of New York girl, and she ends up being a nanny for this British guy and his kids, and
oh, like it's a show.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, show. Just a fabrication, not a
oh,
yeah. So anyway, let's check out her account. And again, there's videos for several of these, so you guys can watch them after I'm done with the article. I'll leave the link in the chats, and you guys can check these clips out. Anyway, yeah, I can.
Yeah, I saw that at the same time you did. Oh my God.
There he is. He's big. Sheldon Germer, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Do your magic.
Do your magic. Do your thing. So let's check it out. Not only did Fran Drescher reportedly have an experience with aliens early in her life, but it supposedly led her to marry her now former husband, Peter Mark. According to the Nanny sitcom star, she and Peter had the same exact alien experience before they'd met each other. Once they realized that, They had that connection together. Well, love was simply meant to be an afterword. Forget Cupid, a matchmaker, or a nosy grandmother trying to set you up in a relationship. According to Fran, love comes down to finding an alien to match two people. Speaking about her alien experience years later to the Huffington Post, Drescher said, it's funny because Peter and I both saw aliens before we knew each other, doing the same thing, driving on the road with our dads. We were both in junior high. A few years later, we met and we realized that we had the same experience. I think that somehow we were programmed to meet. We both have this scar, the exact same scar on the exact same spot. Truly, it was meant to be. It's a shame the couple divorced after 21 years of marriage. Oh, though It makes us wonder, did the aliens set up the split too? I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
Same scar, same spot. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is. That's pretty bizarre. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure who this lady is. Casey Musgraves.
Casey Musgraves. She's a musician.
Oh, okay. Well, then Okay. Well, let's hear about her experience. Casey Musgraves has always taken an interest in all things space. After all, there's a reason why she calls herself Spacey Casey. It all started when she was a kid and her father bought her a telescope to look up the sky at night. And with all that looking up at the world far above her, well, she's certain she saw some interesting things. The most interesting was when she was on a beach in Mexico for a friend's wedding, according to Musgraves herself. While everyone was focused on the ceremony and the sweet love story, a UFO supposedly flew down from the sky, hovered right over the hotel. Of course, people drink a ton of tequila when they go to Mexico, and sometimes they see some goofy things, but Casey swears that's not what it is. I noticed something hovering above the corner of the hotel, Musgraves told NME years later. In the night sky, it kind of looked like the underbelly of a bird. You couldn't really see what it was. You know how around the outside edge of a hotel, they sometimes have floodlights that point up into the sky? Whatever it was being shined on by those. And she continued, I was very confused by it, so I said, y'all, what's that? And we all watched it for a minute, and then it changed shape into an X pattern, like a windmill shape. It was so weird, and then it started glowing and doing things that nothing normally would do. It was crazy.
Wow.
So that's Casey Musgraves.
Yeah. She's kind of a country-ish singer, but I actually love her music. She's actually great.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
Very cool. Well, Lupe Fiasco is next. I don't know this person. You know this one?
Extremely familiar. I probably would.
Okay, well, Lupe Fiasco was still a kid when he had the extraterrestrial experience that totally changed his life. He was sleeping peacefully when he was suddenly awoken. In the middle of the night, he suddenly felt like he was being surrounded by some sort of electrical current. He tried to move, but he couldn't. And finally, after several long minutes like that, the electricity stopped. As it did, he opened his eyes and saw a black disc flying outside of his window. Even worse, he noticed that he had been left with a mysterious scar on his skin, which wasn't there the day before. Years later, during a radio show appearance, the rapper recounted the experience. When I was 11, I definitely had an extra worldly experience. I got a scar on the bottom of my ankle, and I don't know where it came from. I never had surgery there. I never remember falling there. I've done martial arts my whole life. It could be something from that, but I remember waking up and just being shocked, like I was surrounded by all of this electricity. What a surreal experience if it's true. Yeah, wow. No doubt. There you go. Lupe Fiasco, ladies and gentlemen, another true believer.
See, that the scar thing. What is the scar thing?
Well, a lot of people believe that they get implants, like some sort of technology that gets implanted into them by the aliens for whatever reasons. Who knows? Maybe they're studying us, and it's just a way that they can monitor everything about you. Or is it a tracking item? They can always find you because it's embedded in you. There's a doctor, and I can't remember his name, but he did surgeries removing these alleged implants. Mm-hmm. And they had them tested, and a lot of the metallurgy isn't from Earth. And so weird definitions of that are like, from skeptics, it's a micrometeoroid. They got hit by a micrometeoroid.
You'd notice that. Come on.
I know. I mean, you notice when a mosquito bites you, you don't think you'd feel getting hit by a meteoroid, even if it's the size of a grain of sand? Hell yeah,
Plus,
you would.
That'd be burning hot. It'd be searing into your flesh as well.
I know, like you heat up a pin to dig out a splinter, a simple pin with a lighter, and you dig out. It's like ooh, that hurts, but you do it because you want the splinter out, and that's pretty damn tiny. And whatever these things are, they're much bigger. But a lot of times, the implants don't have a scarring above them, like they seem to have just entered the body in some weird way that left no obvious mark on the outside of the body. So it's pretty interesting stuff. Yep.
Wow.
Pretty interesting stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's go to Kesha or Kesha.
Kesha.
How do you say it?
Kesha.
Kesha. Kesha.
I think.
Let's go to Kesha. Sounds good to me. We'll go with that. Kesha is so much of a believer in alien life somewhere out there in the universe that it inspired her to produce an entire album about it. Her 2017 album, The Rainbow, came about because of her alien experience. It even has a song called Spaceship, so she is clearly not kidding about it. But the alien encounter she claims to have had in Joshua Tree National Park in California really has her talking. She was out in the rural desert wilderness there camping out one day when she looked up randomly and saw a bunch of UFOs hovering above her in the sky. I look up in the sky and there's a bunch of spaceships, Kesha recounted during an appearance of the Zach Sang show. I swear to God, there were like 5 to 7. And I don't know why I didn't try to take a picture of it. I just looked at it and I was just sitting on a rock and I was like, what the hell is that? little plug, foreshadowing. You're welcome. I was trying to figure it out and then they went away. And then they came back and I was like, those are effing aliens. They were spaceships. Maybe she was high.
Oh my God. They just have to throw in this at the end.
Yeah, like she's the substance abuser. Maybe she just had an experience, you clowns.
Yeah.
Or maybe they were just were weird Area 51 experimental aircraft doing some training in the desert Southwest. Who knows? Or maybe it was aliens.
I have thought about that, though, that some of the, that maybe the government has the prototype UFO things and they fly them out once in a while, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I just don't buy the things where people are seeing weird stuff overpopulated areas, like cities and stuff. And then some people throw it out there. Oh, it could be an experimental aircraft. Well, here's the thing. There's a pretty strict protocol on testing experimental aircraft, and they don't do it over population centers. They don't do it anywhere near population centers. One, because if it's experimental, it's probably very classified. And two, it's pretty much untested, so they don't want to drive it over places where if something goes wrong, it goes really wrong, and there's big problems because of it. So
yeah,
they don't test things over populated areas. It's just not okay. And there's very strict rules about that. So it's hard to keep something secret if you're flying it over like carnivals and festivals and shopping malls and stuff. I mean, it's just, that's not good. So
that's kind of the indicator that it can't be the government, is if you're seeing overpopulated areas. That's good. That's true. That's a good point.
Well, at least our government, and I can't say that other governments wouldn't, not care, but I would I would be pretty impressed if another government anywhere on the planet had the balls to start flying weird crap over our territory. They're really begging for some problems. If that's the case.
5-ish years ago that China's balloon flew all the way over to the U.S. and we did nothing about it.
No, they waited till it got completely over the Atlantic Ocean and then they shot it down. They made sure it got all the pictures it needed.
That's right.
All right, let's go to this one. This one is Tom DeLonge, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Blink 182 himself. And I don't know the guy. I have no idea who he is as a person. I don't really I'm not really excited about what he's done in the UFO field personally. And it's a personal criticism. I don't know why he did what he's done and what's motivated his choices to do things as they did. But
what are you referring to?
Well, in one case, they had these allegedly exotic materials that were recovered from people, and they were, his group, Tom DeLonge's group, To the Stars Academy, which I will still go on and say that sounds like a talent show, not a group to studying UFOs. But anyway, they had all these materials that were allegedly collected from experiencers or people that have, found wreckage or whatever. And he was, making all these announcements like, look, we got this stuff and we're working to find a really solid source to test it and let us know what these things are made of. We'll keep you guys posted. And then they went through this whole, basically bidding phase or negotiation phase. Guess who they partnered with to test the material?
Who?
The U.S. military.
Oh.
Guess what we're not going to hear about?
Oh, why?
Whatever the hell that stuff is made of, we're never going to know.
Why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you go with the government?
I know, and I understand maybe it'll make a better something or another to blow up something or another's, but at the same time, these are discoveries that could move the needle forward for the entire planet, and certainly warehousing them in a top secret lab somewhere is not going to help all of mankind, So
this is why you go with independent research groups.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But that's not the choice that they made. So once I heard that, I was like, oh man, just another mouthpiece. But anyway, so that's my biggest complaint. That's about all I know about him. And
Okay.
He also has worked. Luis Elizondo is also part of his To the Stars Academy, and he used to work for the government in the ATIP or whatever, and I can't remember what that acronym means. But Luis Elizondo has made some claims that have proved to be false. Like he had a picture of somebody looking out a window in a high-rise, and there was like a mothership out in the sky, and it was all highlighted. And he was at a conference presenting this as part of his body of evidence. And some people on the internet figured out that's not a mothership. That's a reflection of a light fixture behind the person taking the photo, reflecting on the window.
Wait, that sounds familiar. I think you've shown that at some point.
We did.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and I don't have any personal bone to pick with these guys, but I think if you're really trying to move the needle forward and bring disclosure and bring understanding and knowledge, you don't partner with the military, who's going to just look to make better guns or ships or planes or whatever, and it's going to get filed away under national security. I mean, there's just no ways about it. Now, I don't know. So anyway.
What a shame.
Let's see what he's got to say, though. Blink-182 frontman Tom DeLonge has spent much of his free time researching aliens. At one point, he even put his music career on hold to devote more time to the subject. While doing that, he founded the To the Stars Academy of Arts and Sciences. Again, sounds like a talent show. Which has his entire division dedicated to the studio of unidentified flying objects. Pretty cool, right? And it all comes from a guy who's been very open and honest about his alien encounters. The most notable of those was a strange occurrence during a camping trip to a rural location very near Nevada's Area 51. All at once, Tom woke up in the middle of the night. He was unable to move his body, even though he was completely coherent. And it wasn't sleep paralysis. My whole body felt like it had static electricity. Second story tonight that's featured that feeling.
Yeah.
I opened my eyes and the campfire was still going, and there was a conversation going on outside of the tents. The rock and roll frontman recounted later to the Hollywood Reporter. It sounded like there were about 20 people there talking, and instantly my mind goes, okay, they're at our campsite and they're not here to hurt us. They're talking about stuff, but I can't make out what they're saying. But they're working on something. And then I close my eyes and wake up. The fire's out and I have about 3 hours of lost time. Aliens or just very, very strange dream? Well, there you go.
Well, wow.
That's fair enough. You very well could have had an experience, but again, I have questions. Our last one on this list is Goldie Hawn. And several of these actually have videos, as you can see, and I'll put the link and you guys can watch these as you wish, but it'll definitely help to support List First, so definitely do it. Goldie Hawn is the next one. Goldie Hawn was taking a nap in a friend's car one day, years after a dress rehearsal for an upcoming dance performance, when she woke up to a high-pitched sound. As she described it, startled, she looked out the window, and what did she see? Aliens. That's what she thought, at least. Speaking on the Time to Walk podcast, Hawn recalled, I saw these 2 or 3 triangular-shaped heads. They were silver in color, slash for a mouth, tiny little nose, no ears. They were pointing at me in the car as if they were discussing me like I was a subject. And they were droning. I don't know if it was real or not. And finally I burst out of it, and it was like bursting out of a force field. And of course, I go back to all the kids and I went, oh my God, I think I made contact with outer space. I don't think that's what you made contact with. Not outer space.
No.
Crazy, right? In the years after all that happened, Goldie decided to start investigating her experience, and she eventually got into contact with an astrophysicist who interviewed her about what happened, and she started to recall more moments about that memorable event. She called it the most benevolent, loving feeling she'd ever experienced, leaving her filled with light throughout. And then in the end, she admitted on the podcast that she'll almost certainly never know exactly what happened. And however, she kind of likes it that way. With the mystery taking hold more than any cold hard facts, we like that attitude. Well, there you go. 10 celebrities that have cult followings. Lucy Lawless. Xena.
Xena.
I used to love that show. That was a great show.
Yep.
Well, there you go. I'm going to put the link to this List First article in the chats. I hope you guys go check it out. Check out these videos, though. You'll get to hear it in the people's own words rather than in my words.
With like all these stories, I just kept waiting for the end to be like, unless they were on drugs or something like that. It just kept coming up.
Turns out UFOs are very common in Hollywood. You know what else is very common in Hollywood? Illicit drugs. No, I'm just kidding, because obviously we're believers here. We know this stuff is real, and very cool. But I think it's fine. I mean, these people, there's nothing special about any of these people other than they just happen to be able to either perform extraordinarily well, or they can pretend to be other people very well. So, I mean, the whole idea behind celebrity is over-bloated, inflated, kind of worldly, I don't know, platforms that we put people up on just because they pretend good. And, God bless them for making a living at it. I certainly appreciate that, it's a very rare and wonderful thing. But there's nothing special about these people. They're just you and I, except they just have a bit different job and they get paid a lot more than us. So, putting celebrities, quote unquote celebrities, on pedestals, I think is ridiculous anyway. So this cross section really doesn't mean anything more than anyone else that's had an experience,
Yeah. I mean, these guys, I do like reading these kinds of things and hearing about that kind of related experience that they also have their own and all that. But like you said, I don't like it when they try to relate to us in other ways that they cannot possibly relate to us anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very true.
Like Ricky Gervais said, just accept your little speech. Just accept your award.
Yeah.
Don't make a speech.
Yeah. Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes. Man, he cooked that whole thing. He cooked that.
I loved it.
It still just resonates. That was like his Godzilla moment, just the big footprint coming down. Boom.
Yeah.
And he got away with it. God bless him. He still has a career.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. That was a risk when you think about it.
Oh, yeah. He could have been the toilet guy at the truck stop after that one. But he still has a career. So God bless him, Ricky Gervais. He's a beast.
Yes.
All right. But that's the article. I hope you guys liked it. It's kind of different. We don't do a lot of that kind of stuff, but it's, alien stuff. We don't do enough alien stuff here on the show. So it was kind of fun to do that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Hope you enjoyed it. I don't know. There's not a lot of those out there. I've found a few over the years, but I stumble on them. I like to read them because, everybody knows at least a few of the names on this list. And it is interesting to hear that they've experienced. Ooh, Ooh, there it is, Mr. Dave Scott, Spaced Out Radio, ladies and gentlemen. That's the man you're going to go check out after the portal at 9 Pacific or midnight Eastern. You're going to go over to youtube.com/spacedoutradio and check out Mr. Dave Scott. He's one of a kind and does an incredible show. So definitely you're going to go support him after this, right?
That's right.
We love Dave. Dave's a good guy.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, that's the article. Now you know a little bit about some celebrities who've seen some strange crap, even when they're sober.
Even when they're sober. Not everyone was on drugs, my God.
Yeah, we don't know if any of them were. They sound like they might have all been sober.
Exactly.
I'm going to just look at this quick. Oh, that's kind of cool. We should check out that one. That one too. I got a couple new articles to cover on tomorrow's show. Or at least one new article. Not that one. Gunners that show the Hudson Valley is something. 10 most singular encounters with unidentified creatures. Ooh, that one looks good too. Got a few great lists from Listverse. Right at the bottom of that article I just pasted in there, there's several suggested ones. Suggested articles and things you can check out.
Ooh.
What does this say? There's one in here, 10 celebrities that have, it's not, let me refresh it and see if it pops up, that have been arrested at their own performance. Oh, yeah. 10 nightmarish UFO and alien encounters with unusual endings. There we go. I just found 4 new things to talk to you guys about.
Look at that. Look at that.
Huh?
Fancy.
It is fancy. There you go. My work is done. Good night, everybody. No. That's it. That's the show. Thanks for coming. No.
That's the show.
That's just it. No, it's not it. We're not done yet. We got a lot more to do. Oh my God, it's already 8:23.
Woo, time flies.
It is flying. Absolutely. You know what time it is, Sheldon?
It's one of my favorites. That's right.
The hell is that?
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell is that? We got some stuff.
What the hell
is that?
Is that?
Yeah, that's not it. Got to get up the right thing here. I got 4 things for you tonight. One of them is absolutely bizarre. It's a one of those, just a meme. It's not really a voting one. I'll start with this one because it's just like, what? It's not the kind of story you're used to hearing. I don't think anybody's used to hearing this kind of story.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
I got to share it with you though, guys. It's coming from Solanco Buzz, and I don't have any idea if it's factual or not. It's just it's a meme, but it's allegedly a true account, at least. And so we'll just have to check it out. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the segment where we discuss claims or evidences of paranormal activity. Could be UFO stuff, could be cryptozoological, could be ghosts or other strange phenomena. And I will show you either an image or a video clip of some kind of event that somebody's put out there. And we're going to look at it. And you guys, the audience, get to vote. You get to weigh in on this. And the way you vote on each of these is after we check it out, I'm going to say, okay, it's time to vote. Do you think that what you just saw is evidence of a paranormal activity of some kind? And you get to weigh in. If you think it's real, give me a 1 in chat. If you think it's not real, give me a 0. If you're in the middle, give me a decimal point. Like you're kind of 50-50, give me a 0.5. If you're most of the way there, but not quite, 0.75, something like that. And vice versa, like 0.25 if you think there might be a chance, but you're not really buying it. So that's how you participate, the audience, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we're going to do now. It's what the hell is that? I got to shrink this a little more before we can use it on this screen. Here we go. So let's see. Big D popped in over on Rumble. Good to see you, brother. Car Juice, Dog Diggers over there. Great to have you guys here, everybody. And Barbara Mora. And, of course, I think that's it. I'm there. I'm there as well. So that's what's going on over in Rumble. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell is that? The first one, this is, again, coming from Solanco Buzz. Selanko on YouTube. And here's the claim. It says, in 1915, a woman was late to her sister's funeral. When she arrived, she demanded that her sister be let out of the coffin so that she could see her one last time. Upon opening the coffin, the then reportedly woman, who everyone thought had passed away, sat up and smiled. She lived for another 47 years.
I could absolutely see that being the case.
Especially in 1915. You know, it's like there wasn't like EKGs and things like that, or, you know, real strong scanning techniques. It was a stethoscope. You'd listen. You'd check for a pulse, that kind of stuff.
Ooh, yeah, there are, ooh, God. Oh, that's something that's terrifying to me. But yeah, you probably know this too. But yeah, there were stories of when I think they were digging up coffins to like re kind of package the bodies in like a different area or something like that, right. And they found scratches inside of them, like they were actually alive.
Yeah, they got buried alive.
Oh.
Can you imagine what kind of a fresh hell that would be? Like you just come to and you're all like, what the hell's going on? It's all dark and you realize you're in a box and it's really quiet and it's not, the air is real stuffy and you realize you've been buried alive. What do you do? I mean, the only thing I could think to do, which sounds really macabre, but I mean, you could just start really working out and using up all the air so that you just fall asleep and it's done. But
yeah, it's another way.
But I mean, what could you do? You can't get up. You can't really move. You're in this box. And yeah, I mean, it's just a horror of horrors. But anyway,
I mean, yeah, those things are nailed shut. You're not getting out of that.
Well, yeah, the old school ones were nailed shut or they're locked or whatever. It's like, yeah. So what do you guys think? Is this real? Do you think this might have really happened? Give me a 1 in the chat if you think this could be real. If you think it's just some kind of legendary bunkery, give me a 0 or whatever you think.
Aardvark.
What kind of response was that?
That's not a 1 or a 0. He said aardvark. Is that like because they roll up into a ball and look like a 0? I don't know. I think it could be real. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, even if it's not that story specifically that's real, I could absolutely see that being a thing. That's real.
And the unknown is right. They used to have a string with a bell on it. If you were alive, you'd ring the bell, and that's one of the reasons they had the night watchman in the cemetery, was just to listen for any bells, so they could summon people to hurry digging them out if somebody did start ringing the bell. Aardvark, yeah, I don't know what the hell that means, but it's kind of an interesting take. It is on time, but it doesn't really mean much. I'll have to ask VJ Lapierre. She's got an idea. I don't know what it means. All right, so we got a bunch of 1s. Let's see. It looks like I don't see a 0 yet. So, yeah, it's Adventures with Beth all in. Great Minds says Carol Pack, 1 from Aussie, 1 from Sharon. Carol Pack's all in. Yeshua's all in. Pixie Rangers, yes. Amanda, The Unknown, Wizard Moon, and Hooking Good Creations by Tina, all yes. Andrew Gnomes Trucking said, I heard a story about a Vietnam vet waking up in a body bag. They thought he was gone, but he was wounded and he passed out. Yeah, absolutely. BJ Lapierre says Octavia Hatcher from Pikeville, Kentucky. That happened to her. We researched her when we went to the paranormal investigation down there. I got EMF readings there and sensed a spirit. The cat ball lit up too. Oh, wow. Andrew Gnomes Express, Trucking Express 1. Jose says, yeah, it's possible. Number 1. Rachel's 1. T-Bone 1. Author, illustrator, BJ Lapierre 1. Spirits calling people's names. Yeah, I don't know if there's aardvark in here. Saved by the Bell. Yeah, that's where the term Saved by the Bell comes from. You're right. Unknown. Chucky Danger is all in on this one. Diana Marr is all in on this one. Okay. And over in Rumble, we got Barbara Mora with a 1. Big D's giving it a 1. Dog Digger's giving it a 1. And Barbara's got to go take care of her pup. So there you go. Yeah. First one. Susie Wright's giving it a 1 as well. Sorry, a little sniffly.
Oh, T-Bone's right.
What?
The other terrifying thing would be locked in syndrome.
Oh, yeah, just being frozen in your body and you can't move.
The only thing that's working is your brain and maybe your eyes. That's it. Everything else is not working.
Oh, yeah, that'd be horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. That's why it's things like being a paraplegic, I think, would just be nightmare. I mean, it would just be nightmare because you'd be locked in your own body. When I had a knee surgery once, and I always just did the general anesthesia, but one time my doctor talked to me and he's like, you know what? I can give you a nerve block on the leg and it won't hurt at all. And you'll get, a few days in without it hurting and it won't be miserable for your post-op. I'm like, well, okay. So he did it. And I'm here to tell you that nerve block lasted like 5 days. And I was absolutely going batshit crazy. I hated it. It was like I could see my leg was there, but I couldn't feel it. I was thumping it. I was slapping it. And it drove me nuts. Psychologically, it really screwed me up. Like I was just like, I can't feel it. It's like a horrifying feeling for me. And I was like, oh my God, I don't like it. I will never do it again. I'd rather feel every tick of pain than that dead feeling. I don't like it at all.
Ooh, psychological, versus actual pain.
And maybe I'm a big sissy about it, but honestly, I just hated it. It's like, at least you can feel it and your toes are there. And, I mean, just having the sensations are valuable, but to feel nothing was just horrifying for me. Ugh.
Well, I can actually imagine because even when, what was it? When my wisdom teeth were taken out and I believe they completely numbed my mouth.
Oh yeah.
I hated that feeling of feeling nothing.
Yeah.
I was terrified of biting my own tongue and everything too, but I hated that feeling. I can't imagine a whole limb feeling like that. Ooh.
No, it's horrifying. And it was only one limb, but it was more than I could handle. I was literally going crazy. Like I just wanted for it to stop. I wanted the pain to come back so bad. So anyway, yeah. All right.
Were you able to move it still?
No, I couldn't do anything with it. It was just like it wasn't there.
Oh, it was like all signals were kind of cut off.
Yeah, it was just nothing. I couldn't do anything. I don't remember moving it. I mean, I don't think I would have wanted to anyway because they just rebuilt my knee with, not a fake knee, but they redid the ACL and MCL or something else. Yes, I mean it was pretty brutalized, but yeah, horrible. So anyway, that was my experience with the locked in syndrome with just one part. And it's like, I couldn't imagine the whole body thing.
Oh.
All right. So, that's the first one. We got more though. There's always more, folks. And whoops, forgot to shut that off. Rookie move. What the hell's that? That's what we're asking ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the next one. This one is also from YouTube and it's from the Watcher channel, Watcher, Watcher. And it says the doll started playing by itself. Now, Watcher is a really popular paranormal show. And these are the two guys that were from BuzzFeed originally. One of them's name is Shane, and I can't remember the other guy. The other guy is like a little Asian American guy. And Shane is like this tall skeptic guy. So the Asian guy's kind of all in on the paranormal and the possibilities. The tall guys, I mean, they're both funny and they're great, and they've done some incredible videos and research and investigations. It's more lighthearted takes on this, but I've enjoyed watching them through the years. I really think they're awesome. I know they're not with BuzzFeed anymore, but they're doing their own channel that's called Watcher, and please support that because these videos are really well done and they're very entertaining to watch. It seems a little more skeptically aimed. So I don't know how you feel about that, but I think it's fine. Not everybody's going to believe, but they did have an experience here in this investigation, and we're going to watch this one now. Again, check out Watcher on YouTube and get subscribed to their channel. Here's the video, and I'll play it right now.
On the way to change our batteries for the next investigation, we captured this chilling moment.
Wait, hold on. Everyone be quiet.
What's this thing looking?
What set it off?
What the hell?
I'm still speeding.
No one was in here.
So the guy that said no one was in here, that's the Shane guy, and he's always the one that's like, whatever. And even he's like a little flummoxed, like nobody was in here.
Was it this?
No, it was this.
No, there's a little thing in here.
This little girl on the.
This place.
On the way to change
So that's it. I mean, they had this little girl doll kind of start running by itself. Nobody was in there to trigger it. What do you think? Do you think maybe they actually experienced some pretty profound paranormal activity? Time to vote. Time to weigh in, folks. What do you think? Give me a 1 if you think that is a paranormal event captured by the Watcher crew. Or give me a 0 if you think it's just some malfunctioning doll in the other room. T-Bone's all in with a 1. Got that going. Rachel's given the link to the Watcher channel. Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate that. D Oceans is all in. Wizard Moon's all in on this one. Number 1, Chucky Danger. Light a match and walk away. Amanda's giving it a 1. Adventures with Beth, a 1.6 from Sharon Sunshine. Diane Marr, not so much. She's not buying this. Carol Pack, all in. Rachel's all in. Elaine Clifford's all in. Unknown's undecided. Hooking Good Creations by Tina, a 1. And that's who's voted so far. I don't know if there's any more coming in, but over on Rumble, we got some decimals to deal with. Barbara is giving it a 0.5. Dog Digger's giving it a 0.5. And Big D giving it a 0.5. So about halfway there. Could be, what do we got? Jose is giving it 1, but couldn't see anything. Yeah, it's not really visual as much as it is. I mean, they do look through the gate or through the little string curtain, and you do see the doll there and some lights going off in the, I don't know if there's any lights, but you do hear the doll going off, and it's very strange. So, what do you say? Susie writes about halfway there. I left, so I didn't see. 420 Men from the West. And then Yeshua is giving it a halfway as well. So, yeah, I mean, I think it could very well be great. A great experience. Is it 100% for sure paranormal? No. With electronics, you can never be absolutely 100% certain. But then that's why I use redundant tools when I'm investigating. It's like one thing may trigger, but if nothing else triggers around it, it's like, well, is it possible that it's something else? Sure. So if one thing happens, it could be, and it's worth investigating, but it's not necessarily conclusive in and of itself. That's why I use like flashlight along with a cat ball, along with a K2 or a REM pod or the yes/no detector. Because if I get a couple of those firing at the same time, that definitely means something anomalous is happening, in my opinion. It's more reinforcing evidences. The doll going off by itself could be weak batteries, could be any number of things, could be a overcharged capacitor that finally released or whatever. There's any number of things that can influence electronics to, behave erratically that aren't necessarily paranormal. But, it could be. It definitely could be. I think this is very profound, potentially, but that's where I'm at with it. So I'd be like a 0.75 personally. I like this piece, though. I think it's very solid. Not absolutely conclusive, but definitely leaning towards a pretty amazing event. So there you go.
I think, especially since they're on the more, you said, skeptical side.
Yeah.
I mean, I would lean more towards 1 than anything, I think.
Sure. Yeah.
But you're right, electrical, sure. But I want to bring this up because I have no issue bringing it up because it blew me away. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to electronics and dealing with the supernatural, your very own interview that or the investigation that you did at that one hotel blew me away.
Yeah. Yeah. That was.
What hotel was that?
That was the not Montvale, but it's in Spokane. It's a beautiful, beautiful. Why am I not remembering it? It's right on my, God bless it. Davenport. The
Davenport, yes. Yeah. If you guys haven't seen that, I highly recommend it. It blew me away.
That was pretty cool.
The responses, every time you asked a question, it would after you asked, then trigger.
Yeah.
As like a yes or no, or maybe it wouldn't trigger for a no, or whatever happened, but it was responding every single time. It blew me away. Yeah. If you guys haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it.
Yeah. That video is on the investigations playlist. It's the Davenport Hotel. That was Charles Howard Johnson and I investigated that several years ago now, but it was still just an incredible experience. Really, really amazing place. And the feedback that we were getting with the flashlight test and stuff. And then the structured light camera we brought down to that same area afterwards. And there was a stick figure in that chair right in front of where the flashlight was.
Yeah.
So, and that was the only place it mapped in that whole place. That's a huge hotel. And we checked everywhere, and it only mapped a stick figure in that chair right in front of where that flashlight was. So, very cool.
It was best investigation. One of the best I'd ever seen.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
I think so. It was super well done.
It's on the YouTube playlist, The Unknown. It's right. Look at the investigations videos. There's a playlist called Investigations. Yeah. So check it out. Check it out. I loved going there. I'd love to go back. I hope Charles and I can go back maybe this year if we can. We'll try it again, see what else we can find out. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Unknown. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Can you post the link, please? Sure. Just a sec.
I'll try to find it.
Oh, okay. Please do, Sheldon.
Yeah, I'll link it in the chat. That'll make it easier.
Yeah. Where do I post it? It's on the. I know it's if you go to the Paranormal Portal fans page. I think it's there, posted in the top in the pinned section, or on the YouTube or Facebook.com/Paranormal Portal Radio. It's pinned up in there on the top as well. So it makes it real easy to find. Oh, thank you, Rachel.
Did she ever find it?
Yeah, it looks like she found it.
God, you're so fast, Rachel. God.
Yeah, we could do after the next couple videos. We could do a little teaser of it.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, we could maybe do that, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow night. Does it speak Russian? Not that I'm aware of. We didn't get any verbal stuff really. Charles had a Ovilus. Charles has a ton of investigation equipment, and it's really great because I have some, but Charles has this huge bucket full of, just literally a big rack full of different pieces and stuff. It's just really amazing. Wait till you see, if I can ever get the video done, wait till you see the investigation that we did at the haunted Airbnb that we stayed at over near St. Ignatius.
Oh, a lot of activity.
Yeah, that one was really cool. I had my REM pod out. Or no, I had the yes-no detector, the pyramid with the red and the green light.
Yeah.
And I had it out, and I put it on the island in the kitchen. And the side that was towards the counter where the sink was just kept screaming and screaming and screaming. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I shut it off, turned it back on, and reversed it. And then the reverse side kept screaming and screaming and screaming. I'm like, what's going on here? And and then we brought out a REM pod and several other things, and they wouldn't stop. All of these different pieces of equipment were just screaming like all this EM field. There was something that was incredibly potent going on there. And so I took the yes-no detector and put it in the living room floor, and I had my camera on and I filmed this and started getting responses, yes, no, to questions. And we're like, oh, wow. And then Charles went and got a structured light camera, and he sat on the other side of the living room recording the yes-no detector, and he mapped a figure that was reaching out to touch that yes-no detector when we were getting responses at the same time. Yes, true story. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, you got to get that up soon.
I know. It's just got so many things to do.
I know, but I'm excited. I'll say whenever it comes out, I'm ready. I'm watching it.
That one, the reason we were there was to investigate St. Ignatius completely. So we knew this place was alleged to have activity, and we thought, well, we'll just set up stuff while we're there and see if anything triggers. That place was way more active than St. Ignatius. Like, it was crazy. It was like, man, crazy stuff. Really cool. But yeah, that was our experience there. The haunted Airbnb was definitely a winner. We're going to make our way back over there this year, though. So we'll do both again, hopefully, at least one of them, but maybe both.
Wow.
So let's get to the next one. That one was good. Let's see what I got next. I don't even know. Let's see. Hold on. Pull it up like this while I change what we're looking at. Oh, this one's one we've showed before, but I pulled it back up because I thought this one's kind of interesting, and I don't think we've ever voted on it. It's just one that I've definitely showcased on the show before. This is being shown by Nocturnal Creepypasta, but this video is very old. Not very, very old, but several years old anyway, and it's strange. Is it for sure paranormal? Well, no. I mean, it could be faked, but it seems maybe something's going on here. Let's see what you guys think. This is the next one, and then I just got one more after this from Facebook. But this is, again, Nocturnal Creepypasta is the YouTube channel that's posting this one, but it's not their video. I know it's been all seen all over the internet. And you've probably seen it before, too, but apparently a police officer is pulling over a car. And I hope there's not music on this one. I don't know for sure. There might be, and I might have to mute it so you can't hear the verbal. But you can see what's going on, and I'll try to narrate along with it. So here we go.
A girl disappears from the car during a police check. Can you explain what is happening there? Write it in.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of bad noise. So anyway, the cop's getting out of the car. There, it is a police vehicle. And it's got the Axon body camera, or Ezon body cameras. So that part looks legit. Looks in the window. There's a girl. You know, I pulled you over speeding. You blew past that stop sign. I did. I'm so sorry. I didn't see it. It's my first time being pulled over. It's a younger girl. Can I see your license and registration? Yeah. So she leans over. It's not a big deal. The guy said, here's my license, but this is my mom's car. So where are you headed to? Why are you speeding, missing stop signs? Well, I was just heading to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's a birthday party. It's not buying any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle. No, of course not. All right. And then sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back. Looks back. Sarah's gone. And actually it continues a little longer. The cop, there's another version of the video that's much longer. The cop's like, what the hell's going on? And starts calling on the radio, like, you know, getting assistance because this girl just disappeared. She was just gone in a blink.
Whoa. Just instantly.
Yeah. This is a real abridged version, but this is one that I found and was like, oh yeah, we should talk about this. I didn't realize it ends so abruptly, but yeah, you see the cop kind of back up from the car, like, what the hell is this? And starts cussing and looking around like they can't really get their head around what's happening. But suddenly that girl is just gone. And you can see he just turns back towards the police car, turns back again. I've never stopped it frame by frame to look for any edits. There could be edit points where it was faked, but that does look like a real police video. This does look like a body cam video. And here's the part coming up. Again, watch it again. There, turn back, boom. Nobody's there. So the panic starts then, but see what you think. I'm just curious what you guys think. Pixie Ranger's giving it double 0. Amanda's Crazy Life channel 0. Chucky's giving it a 0. It is an old video. Yep. I saw this. The lady vanishes. Yeah, exactly. What do we got? Nathan Nate 0. Wizard Moon 0. Pixie Ranger 00, less than 0 from T-Bone. 0.5 from Beth. 0. It's a teaser for a TV show. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, Rachel said it's a set for a TV show about the rapture or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it sense.
English.
English.
Okay, sassy ghost. All right.
We're speaking English, I think. Might be bad English. So I guess it's just 0. Nothing to vote on here then. All right. Thank you, Rachel, for the background on that. I had no idea. But yeah.
Thank you, Rachel, for not making us look like idiots.
Well, I mean, we can always look like idiots anytime on the show, usually several times per episode. But and we don't make any warranty on any of these things anyway. That's not my material. I can't speak to it. We always just ask the question, what do you guys think?
That's true.
Yep. There's plenty of things out there that are promotional videos. This one isn't labeled like that anywhere that I've seen, but I appreciate that insight. Thank you. He's talking about my grammar, Sharon says. Oh, okay. Had no reason to turn back around to look at her. Good point, Diana. Very good point. Yeah, there are little tells like that, I guess, when you break down why are these motions happening. And that's great. That's a great investigative tool. Very good, Diana. Why did the person turn away, look at the car, and then look back quick? Yeah, there really wasn't a reason. It should have been, I'll be right back, and then just walk to the car, but suddenly glance back and nobody's there. Ooh. Yeah. So good take. Let me just make sure I don't have 15 chats open on this one before I open it, because Facebook loves to stack my chats. This one is kind of cool. This is a Facebook page that I just found, and I like this one. It's called The Haunted Old Park Hotel. And Old is spelled O-L-D-E. It's apparently a hotel that's haunted. It looks like a paranormal destination kind of place where they probably let people come in and investigate. And it looks like a very old hotel, like from the late 1800s, early 1900s. And I like these old hotels. I've been in several of them, and they really do feel like you're stepping back in time. It's like, wow, this is what hotels looked like back then. But it really, really is. I've stayed in several. I don't know. I think this could be legit. They've got several videos posted on their Facebook page. Again, the Haunted Old Park Hotel. And I like this place. I think it's a place I want to find out more about. I mean, because if it's even on the western side of the United States, it's possible we could get there to investigate. But let's take a look at the video and let's just see what you guys think. Here it is. This is the one, and this I think is the owner, because there's several videos of him like closing up shop and having weird things happen. They've got cameras everywhere in this place, so it would make me believe it's probably set up for paranormal tourism, so to speak. But it looks like they got a reason to. Speaking of haunted hotels, you should definitely check out Dave Schrader's Palmer Hotel in Sauk Center, Minnesota, if you're in the Midwest. Yeah, it's up in Sauk Center. Dave just purchased it, and he and his wife Winnie and have become caretakers of it. So
wow, cool.
Yeah, but Dave's a Minnesota guy anyway. He was always in the Twin Cities area. So here we go. Let's take a look at this. It's time to review. The review starts now.
The owners say there are a bunch of children lately. Are any children here with me?
I guess he's not the owner. The interesting thing is you can actually hear the door latch engage to open.
Is that you?
So the other camera that they pan to with the balls and stuff, that's on the other side.
The owners say there are a bunch of children lately.
That's on the other side of the door that opens. So there's a wing of this hotel that's kind of in its old disrepaired state, and that's where the balls and stuff are.
Are there any children here with me?
And that's him sitting in that chair with a camera and flashlight, looking down that hallway. And then this next one.
Is that you?
Oh, did they show the other hallway? There it is. Yeah. That's the other hallway extended past that door. So, question is, excuse me.
Oh, are those balloons like for any movement or airflow or something
well,
like that?
they could. I think they're more like those little kickballs kids get. I don't know that they're balloons or just balls, but a lot of people place them when there's stories of children's spirits because they're kind of trigger objects, but friendly ones. You put out things that kids might enjoy, like dollies and toys, trucks, things like that. So they're looking for interaction with those balls to see if children's spirits are present.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why he was. Okay, I see. That's why I was asking that.
So what do you guys got in the voting now? Let's see what you said. All right, Rachel's all in on this one. Easy to fake too. You're right. Not impossible. Yeshua's yikes. 1, because you hear the doorknob doing its thing. Yeah, I like that part especially. You can hear the doorknob engage. Aussie Boss Tiger's giving it a 1. Yeshua's all in. T-Bone's all in. Carol Pack's all in. Amanda's Crazy Life Channel all in. Wizard Moon is in. 0.3 from Sharon Sunshine. Tough crowd. She's not really buying it too much, but maybe. Nathan Nate, yep. Kitty Caddywhack, yep. Stony Jackson, yep. I Can't Stop Laughing, 420. Man from the West, don't know what's going on there, but fair enough. Pixie Ranger, yep. Carol Pack gives us a boo. I think that's a emoji or a ghost thing.
It's gotta be a 1. Gotta be a 1 then.
0.5 from the unknown. 0.5 from Diana. Jose is giving it 0.5. Smoke and some more. 420. Smoke some more. Kedstar is giving it a 1. Okay, fair enough. What do we got over on Rumble? We got 1 from Barbara. 0.25 from Dog Digger. Not really into this one.
Oh.
And 0.5 from Big D. But again, check out the channel because there's a lot more videos like this of, I guess it's kind of like constantly being investigated, which is the right call for a haunted location. I think that you never know when and where activity is going to happen. So a dream situation is to have access to a location that is haunted, do static cameras all the time, constantly filming, and look for things that have happened. I think that's your best bet of catching stuff. That's what they've done with this location as far as I can tell. And I think it's great. I think it's really, truly great. But you be the judge. Looking Good Creations by Tina, 0.5. She's halfway there. Okay. Well, there you go. This has been a journey into our time with the segments we like to call
The hell is that?
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that? Exactly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this actually. Go here. I'm going to go, I don't know if it's on the Brent Thomas page, but it's definitely on the Paranormal Portal page. Let's do this. Let's go to facebook.com Paranormal Portal Radio. There we go. So here's the Paranormal Portal page right here on Facebook. And it says me. Why does it say me? It's supposed to say the Paranormal Portal. No, it went to me. No, wasn't supposed to.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for the Paranormal Portal Radio. Paranormal Portal Radio. There we go. This is the Paranormal Portal Radio page. Here's the video right here. It's pinned to the top of the page so you can see it. Check it out at your leisure. Check it out whenever you want. So here we're going to go to YouTube, and this is the actual video. Sans the advertising. I got to wait for this to skip. Okay. We can go, let's see, where's some of the stuff Sheldon was talking about was here. No, not there. It's here. There we go.
I really wish that was me. So it's amazing how I'm into all this. I'm a believer in all of it. Yet I've met so many people that message me and say, hey, I'm psychic. I'm a medium.
Here we go.
Bad actors. A lot of bad actors in that rabbit. I think there are some extraordinarily gifted people. Oh, yeah. But unfortunately, they're more of the exception than the rule. Right. Yeah. I think there's a lot of people that are...
So the interaction starts kind of in here,
putting on that
in this whole spread of flashing.
Oh,
there you go.
So whoever this is seems to enjoy the talk about the psychic stuff. That is agreed. And you know, I guess that's a stupid question. Of course it'd be pleased, but
we basically had a great discussion with Mr. Davenport, the founder and builder of the hotel, and it was a great discussion. See, if so, turn the flashlight off. Boom, on command.
That's good.
Didn't they live here together?
Huh?
His wife lived here with him as well?
Yeah, she lived like 15 years after, and she died in the same room.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I wonder when they closed it, it came close to being torn down. How you felt?
That must have been devastating. Was that a sad time for you, Mr. Davenport? When your hotel, this jewel of a place, was nearly destroyed and was not still here? Okay. I can't imagine.
So that's the interactions we were getting, and it goes on and on. Just really solid. What I was asking, it's a little hard to hear because I didn't have lapel mics or whatever, and it's a lot of room noise because this is in the hotel lobby area. But I asked him, when this hotel was in disrepair, and this place is beautiful. It's stunning, amazing. It's the most beautiful hotel I've ever seen in my life, and it's like a palace. It's just that amazing. But it sat in disrepair, and it was literally on the fringe of being demolished to make condos or something else. But then a private group swooped in and bought it up and saved it, and then decided to restore it and restore it to the beautiful place that it is once again. And I said, was it a really sad time for you to see that happening? And that's when the flashlight came on. It's like, wow, yeah, I'll bet. So
And yeah, there's several. There's many questions. It's like you said, it's on command.
Yeah.
Answer every time. Answer every time.
There's
awesome.
a lot of answers. There was some pauses in there. And this is when Charles and I really dialed in the fact that, you go into an investigation and everybody asks the same canned questions. Do you know you're dead? etc. Were you a boy or girl? And just kind of 20 questions stuff. And what Charles and I found is we just started having conversation between ourselves. And then we noticed that those interactions would start on the flashlight. They'd be like, oh, well, maybe they want to talk to us. So we started addressing questions to that. And certainly we're getting some incredible, right on point responses. So,
yeah.
And the flashlight test can be a little sketchy as far as there's a lot of reasons the flashlight can turn on. Atmospheric temperature, humidity, any number of factors can cause the flashlight to come on. But when you repeatedly have responsive interaction on cue, then it defeats the law of averages and any happenstance. It seems to indicate definitely an intelligent response. So that's what we're getting here. So I hope you guys will check it out. I think there's some great stuff here. I hope you all go over to Spaced Out Radio. Check out Dave Scott's show. It's an amazing show. He's an incredible guy. Love him dearly.
Mm-hmm.
He's working hard, so definitely support what he's doing. And that's what we got time for tonight, folks.
Hold up. First, author illustrator BJ Lapierre is asking, Brent, how does the flashlight turn on? Is it a push button to turn on or a twist on, etc.? Just wondering how it works.
It's a twist flashlight, twist mag light that you twist just to the off position, just a hair into the off position. And so the idea is that it's really close to on, and it would just take a fraction of movement to make that happen. But, and so that's where the false positives can come in. If you're not setting it just right, that it can trigger for any number of other reasons. And the idea is that the spirit can use their energy and manipulate it enough to make a contact happen and to make it on or off to respond to questions. And so, again, there can be a lot of false positives with that, with these twist-on lights. But if you're getting responses continuously, or at least on many cases right on cue, that does seem to defeat just chance. And seems to definitely indicate intelligence. And so that's what's happening here. So anyway, I hope you guys check out the video. If you do, please, Brent, what about asking the same questions at the same time in different locations to groups of people? It's just Charles and I, so we really don't have the ability to split up in teams like that. I guess if we went out with a big team or a group of people, it would be great to try things like that just to see. I know a lot of people do that with the Estes method. They'll put somebody in a room somewhere, and then people in different parts of a location will ask questions. They got to communicate over radios to coordinate, but to see what the person with Estes method comes up with. And surprisingly, no matter where people are in a location, you'll still get relevant answers, even if the person doing the Estes method is nowhere near the person asking the questions. So it's very interesting phenomena. All right. So Sheldon, anything in closing?
Always. Guys, don't forget paranormalportal.net, the home.
Okay. Now, go ahead.
The home base of the Paranormal Portal is right in the chat, paranormalportal.net, where you can stay up to date on when we're going live, when new podcasts are coming out, and all the information as having to do with that, as well as you can schedule your very own interview if you have a special moment to share, as well as discord.gg/paranormal portal, the home base for the community, for all the links and discussions all in one place. Join up. There's still time for tomorrow's question of the week if there's an answer you want to share.
Love to hear from you. Get involved. We'd love to have you participate in any way you can, and please spread the word about the shows to everyone you know that loves the paranormal. And remember, we love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other out. Find the magic in every day, and remember to laugh as much as you can. That's it for tonight, folks. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night for the Saturday show. We'll see you then. Good night.
Good night.